There you go.
Hi guys, it's Toad. It's been a while, but I thought, given I haven't done anything in a while, my first video back after 6 months should be my own profile. So we are at the Blue Eyes Structure Deck event. It wasn't Structure Deck, it was just a normal locals, but the winner got this. And I went 4-0 playing Dragon Link. Other than this is just a pet deck, which is the only reason I played it, the format is very light and dark heavy, and bestials are really good, so why not just play the deck that has the best bestial usage in the game? Alternatively, it was going to be playing Blue Eyes, but I haven't found my structure decks. They're not available anywhere, they're sold out. So I thought I'd do a profile, because I haven't seen anyone do any recent Dragon Link profiles, and just see how it, see if anyone wants to have a look at it, because it's a really cool deck. I think it's pretty well poised. It's in the group of decks that makes pretty unbreakable end boards if you go uninterrupted. So the dream is just win the dice roll. I'll get into it though. Obviously, Black Metal is the best card in the deck. After Black Full Metal Dragon came out in the Max Metal Morph, this creating an Omni Negate and chain blocking 2 different Link monsters is insane. Obviously, your first search is Metal Dragon, which reborns or extends from hand. Being able to do this to cheat out a Magnamut or something similar without having to banish from grave and giving you an opportunity to negate it is really good. It also forces interruptions. Being able to do this and threaten reviving a Jerusalem, your opponent has to do that. And then obviously the new one is Full Metal Dragon. You summon this off of Max Metal Morph by tripling a 5 or higher dragon, which is any of your bestials. And it is just an Omni Negate that can't be targeted or destroyed by spells and traps while it's equipped. So it just sits there as a guy. It's really difficult to out. Obviously, the Chaos package, you're playing 3 Safer, 1 black, 1 white, 1 Levy. And I choose to play 1 Chaos Emperor. Obviously, these are all standard. Maybe not the Levy, but I think the utility being able to pop 2 non-targeting into formats that have more back rows is really interesting. Chaos Dragon, I think is just a cool card. That's it. I did Chaos Space for this once to recycle a Safer that had banished itself a turn earlier, and it really did come in clutch. Also, summoning itself as a level 8, you'll see when we get to the extra deck, I need level 8 monsters specifically. Going on to the reason you play the deck, obviously, is Free Rebellion. Obviously just searching for anything, but being able to get Regained, which other decks aren't doing. Regained is generically incredibly good, putting back Malice monsters, putting back your own cards. Free Sonya, because it gets to the, it gets to the Jerusalem or the... Sonya gets the Jerusalem, sets up Magnamut, sets up Rebellion, and it's just a 6, which is really good for Chaos Angel. 2 Druis, as we were about to say. It should be free, but between this and Baldrake, I didn't really want to play anymore. I feel like there's enough there. Obviously, you play 1 Magnamut to bring the whole thing together. Magnamut's an FTK. Onto the not normal dragons. I was playing 2 Evaporation Dragon, and being able to set this up off of a Dragon's Ravine and a Safer Engrave to fusion summon anything was pretty good. We'll get to the fusions, obviously, but being able to just set up a pop or a negate or, this just being a free extender at minimum that triggers Regained, came in a lot. It's also just a free extender if you open it. Obviously the Max Metal Morph, I've just realized the deck's out of order. You need this for the Metal Dragon, sets up an Omni Negate. It does lose to Ash, which happened. I lost the game because of it, but it was only a game and not a match. Engine spells, 1 Ravine, 1 Chaos Space, 2 Regained. These are both crazy. You'll have noticed already, now that we're up to the field spells, I'm not playing rockets. They're massive bricks. Chaos Space is really, not Chaos Space, sorry. Quick Launch is really cool for getting free extenders, especially when you Quick Launch with Tracer, and Tracer gets the pop a card to extend. But I just don't think the risk of bricking is worth it. Funnily enough, every single opponent I went against, I summoned Striker, I said no Striker effect, and they laughed at me for bricking, and then I proceeded to beat them all. 2 Regained is a choice. You can go 1 Regained, 1 Beast, just Regained, 2 Regained. I think 2 Regained is really good. Hard opening it is sometimes good enough. You can just slap it down and it makes your players a lot better. Having 1 on field and then declaring Rebellion effect also baited a lot of interaction because my opponent assumed I was playing Beast, which would pop a card. It also just means if it gets outward, you have 1. You can't really get it back without Beast if it goes to grave. So having a second one to get from deck and extend players is really good. And obviously the card's insane. Reborning Magnamut, drawing cards when you banish, is insane. 1 for 1 to get Black Metal Dragon, now that that's the best starter in the deck, is just a free body. You can also opt to play there's a level 1 Metal Morph, like on summon Searcher's Max Metal Morph, which you can play if you have something like safer and want to extend more. On a non-engine, 2 talents. If you have space for talents, you play talents this format. Talents is insane. Nib your opponent, steal an 8k token, draw 2 against my round 3 opponent, and drawing further just a chaos space. This card's insane. Peeping Europe, I got drolled and looked at my opponent's hand and he had 1 starter, so I put it away. My opponent ashed me and I put away his starter for his turn. This card's insane. Free Impum. Impum's really good. It doesn't lose to talents or thrust, and it can be set. Like, negating columns didn't come up today, but negating columns is really good. We are pretty light on non-engine. I'm playing free Veiler and free Nib because they're light monsters. And being able to ditch them off chaos space to search collapse is really good. You're very light on light monsters, so there's not that much to search. I think the deck is fine. I don't think I'd make any changes. I can't remember if I'm at 40 or 42, but I think the dragon lists that are playing more and going up to 50 are quite stupid. The higher you go, the more chance you have of bricking, and the deck's already very bricky. Onto the extra deck. 1 Striker, 1 Pisty as your Link ones. There's an argument to play the new Blue Eyes level Link one, because it's the exact same as Striker, but is a light monster for attributes. I've just been handed one. There's an argument to play Spirit. I'm not, but it's just a Striker Dragon, puts card in grave, that is a light. So if you open something like, I don't know, like Black Metal and Collapse Serpent, you can ideally make this, which is better than making this, but it didn't come up for me today. I might. Link 2s, 1 Romulus, because we're still making that, 2 Spheres. Sometimes making Spheres is like your best end board, and I also don't want to lose to a Unicorn. Spheres is a pretty essential part to being able to keep playing games. If you Spheres and summon a Magnamut, you get to search your extender for next turn, so Spheres is insane. Triple Burst is only here to set up a Pisty, but its damage step effect can come up. Dark is Dark, SP, IP. Your middling boards are sometimes like Spheres IP, which is then turning into like Magnamut SP, which is really good when you've got Bestials to back them up. Most of my end boards today were some form of Spheres with Max Metal Morph. That's all the links. We do have the fusions, obviously. Borrow of Furious Dragon is really good. And it's one of the reasons to play 2 Regained. Being able to pop on your opponent's cards and pop your own Regained after you've used your Regained is really good. We're playing Lad. I never summoned Lad. Ideally, you can make it off of I forgot the dragon's name. You can make it off of the Fusion and the Lubellion, and it is 3 negates. But every time I was going to make this, there was just better things to do. And 1 Chaos. Chaos was crazy. Chaos just pops 2 on summon. When it's banished, it modulates levels. And the whole reason you want to modulate levels is because we are playing Hope Harbinger. This came up. I turned a Lubellion and a Evaporation Dragon into this. It stole my opponent's Loadly Load, which turned off his entire engine. But being able to do something like make a Chaos, use the Chaos to pop 2, and then overlay your spent cards adds so much value to the deck, and I think you should probably be playing some form of rank gates. We're playing Typhon. It came up, air quotes, came up. I could have out of the board anyways, but it meant I could remove a monster without risking destroying it in case that triggered anything. Mm-hmm. And then 1 Chaos Angel. This card's insane. It's a bit worse with decks like Malice and Blue Eyes running around. Malice has outs. The Splendors just started. Malice has outs, and Drill Beam can just remove this for free. But being able to force the Drill Beam is really important. Speedrunning. Free Droplet is crazy. Backer removal is really good when I was expecting more Malice and more Blue Eyes. Free Droll, because I think this just beats Rogue. Rogue decks can't beat it. 2 Ghost Mourner. This card sucks, probably. It should be something else. But it's hypothetically a time card when you get kind of close. I think Ogre's really good right now. beats Malice Field spell hypothetically sometimes. It's good into some things that extent. It beats Blue Eyes Field spell. One rivalry for going first. The side deck's not very going first oriented because the deck's already good at it. So I thought playing one rivalry for decks that needed it was quite an auto win. Overall, Dragons is really cool. I think you can pretty much play whatever you want this format because the game is really in a pretty healthy spot. Again, would have played Blue Eyes if I found the structure decks. Otherwise, that's it. Really glad to have done well because this is the first event I've entered in ages. Otherwise, like and subscribe. Toad's back, I suppose. We're going to make more videos. Bye-bye.